Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you being here. This is the challenge update for October 2022. This is the prior month's challenge, and I'm actually doing it a little bit late, but closer to the time that I was supposed to be doing it. I'm pretty excited about that the challenge that I'm doing, or the video that I'm doing, is not an update from 3 months ago. In any case, in this video, I am going to talk about the background of the challenges, discuss the reasons behind them and how I do them, and then I'm going to do a recap by going over the prior month's challenge and how I did. And then I'm going to announce the following challenge, and then I'm going to make a prediction on how I think I'll do. But first, here's a little bit about me. Hi, welcome to my channel, and I'm glad to have you here. Here's a little bit about my family. Our household consists of myself, my husband, and my toddler. My mom also lives with us, but she's not included in our finances. My husband and I both went to graduate school, but we no longer have student loan debt, fortunately. I work in banking and he works in aviation. I handle all of the family's finances, and I love my role as the self-appointed CFO. I love talking about all things money, making money, saving money, investing money, and optimizing my portfolio and my finances in general. I look forward to taking you on a wealth building journey with us. I hope you enjoyed the videos and the channel as a whole, and I look forward to getting to know you. I am very open, so feel free to send me messages at any time or starting conversations in the comment section below. The first videos that I did from late December of 2021, when I first started on YouTube, was to list out all of the challenges for the upcoming year. Every month I picked 1 or 2 challenges using the SMART Goals principles, which is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. All of the challenges are related to personal finances in one way or another. The idea is that you do these very small things that accumulate over time and improve your overall financial situation. It could be a task, a behavior modification, anything. Things like paying attention to your credit, spending less money, saving more money, finding better ways to invest, making sure that you have adequate insurance coverage, etc. The initial video that I did lists all of the challenges for the entire year. If you are interested, feel free to go back and watch that video, or you can subscribe to watch my progress. Even though the video was initially posted a year ago, a lot of these challenges are what I would call evergreen challenges, where they don't really go out of style. You can always do them. They're always relevant. I will make another video in December to set new goals for 2023, or maybe I'll set the same goals. I don't know. Not entirely sure exactly how I'm going to pick which ones, but some of these goals, like I said, they are definitely repeatable. Here's a recap of the challenge. The challenge was to review all retirement accounts to make sure that you are on track to be maxed out in your tax advantage account. I picked October because in October, you still have until tax day of the following year to max out your IRA for the previous calendar year. So that means you have 6 months left. On the 401k side, you still have about 3 months to increase your contributions. If you haven't added anything, you're probably not going to max it out in 3 months. In fact, you may still not max it out in 3 months, even if you were contributing, if you didn't max out, depending on how far away you were from the limit. But 3 months is still quite a few paychecks left in the year. So I think it's still worth the effort to make an improvement if you can. Plus, if all else fails, you will be able to prepare for maxing out in 2023, because that gives you the opportunity to see what you could have done differently and how you can better prepare. The timing is also very intentional, because if you are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like button so the algorithm knows that it's good, and of course subscribe for more content. If you think any of the information that I provide here might be helpful to somebody else, be sure to share it with them. Late October, early November is typically when the IRS will release data on upcoming year limits, or at least we will have enough inflation data to estimate with reasonable confidence what we think the increases are going to be. My prediction was that I would successfully complete the challenge because it's already in process. In a way, it was kind of a gimme challenge. I love to nerd out on this stuff anyway, so I'm always watching the IRS publication so I can find out what the bump is going to be, how much I'm going to be able to get to increase my contributions by. Not to mention, I have been striving to max out my accounts for a couple years now. I mean, not that long, not as long as I would have liked, but I definitely maxed out last year, and I think I was pretty close to maxing out in 2019. This is something that I was already doing. If anything, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I deeply regret maxing out my IRA very early in the year because I maxed it out in January. Well, I could have put in the money and delayed investing, but I didn't just max it out. I invested right away and the market tanked. I watched all of that money just disappear in a matter of weeks. I don't regret putting the money in, but I do regret not gradually investing it. The point is, I was already maxed out for both IRAs by the time October rolled around. For myself, I maxed out in January, and then for my husband, his was maxed out by the end of June. For me, for my 401k, I actually do not get a match, so I max it out earlier in the year as well. Definitely not January because I don't make that kind of money, but I do max it out probably by the time that summer rolls around, or at least by the time the summer ends. I'm not really missing out on a match because we don't have one, but my husband is on track to max out by his last paycheck of the year. We intentionally slow roll his because he does get a 5% match, and if he is done with his contributions too early, there is no true up method where they will make him whole at the end of the year. It's use it or lose it effectively. So we always try and make sure that we never put so much money in at the beginning of the year that he misses out on that 5%. And then as part of that process, we looked at our respective accounts through our employers, and we have already updated them to increase contributions starting with the first check in January. I don't know what everybody's 401k platform looks like, but for both of us, we don't work for the same place, but for both of us, our respective platforms, we can pick the effective date of a contribution change. And that's what we did, either the last week of December or the first week of January, so we could make sure that we hit the ground running and we are maximizing every dollar of that tax advantage space. For the IRAs, we budgeted for them as well, and the IRAs are going up. There is not much that we have to do for the rest of the year because we were already on track. We prepared for the new limits by looking at our tentative budget to determine if maxing out was a realistic consideration for us. The timing also coincides with open enrollment for our health insurance, and we are going to switch to an HSA qualified health plan. I did have to take that into consideration as well because I am also hoping to max out my HSA. In summary, we are going to do an additional $2,000 per 401k, $4,000 combined, and then an additional $500 for each IRA, and then an additional $5,000 for the HSA. And that's because although we do plan to max it out, there is a relatively generous employer contribution, and then we're also going to lower our FSA amount a little bit because you can only have a limited expense FSA if you have an HSA, as you know. Between all of these changes, the total tax advantage savings is going to increase by $10,000 for a household. Are we going to be able to keep that up? I don't know. I hope so. The numbers right now say that we can. Our income fortunately can bear it, but there are lots of other things that we don't know that might come up in the future, because even though I am budgeting and planning for this based on our regular expenses, even if I increase them a little bit, I can't plan for a catastrophe, right? If nothing major happens, if nothing really bad happens, then we should. But if something bad happens, we may not be able to. We'll see. Either way, I will keep you posted. The next challenge is going to be Thanksgiving on a budget. The idea is that you are going to enjoy family and good food without breaking the bank. What is my prediction? Honestly, I don't know. I am inclined to save money. At the same time, if we are going to have a lot of people over, you can only save so much. I'm going to do my best to rein in costs, but there are no guarantees. As far as sources and additional information, whenever I cite specific numbers, I do like to inform people, let them know where I found the information. This is directly from the IRS website. The 401k limit has been increased from $20,500 to $22,500 for 2023. And then the IRA limit has gone up $500, $6,000 to $6,500. I will be sure to post the link in the description box below. If you want to take a moment and reference that and prepare for 2023, making sure that your house is in order, I'm glad to help wherever I can. But before you go, below. I always want to hear from you. Do you find ways to make goal setting, especially when it comes to financial goals, more fun or tolerable? This is my way of doing it, by taking small little challenges, trying to see if I can meet those milestones. Because things like setting small goals can have a positive compounding effect on your finances without overwhelming you. But what goals did you set for yourself this year? Did you meet them? If yes, let us know which ones and how you did. And if not, that's okay too. Just share anyway, and maybe we'll have some words of encouragement. Also, let me know what you think of my challenges. Let me know if you think they sound manageable, and if you would be interested in participating, or maybe even do something similar on your own time. If you're interested in joining me on the journey, or you just want to watch my progress, subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can know when I post new videos. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave me comments or questions on this topic, or any topic related to personal finances, whether my own or just personal finances in general. But until then, I will see you next time. I would like to continue sharing my thoughts on all things money with you. So I would appreciate it if you could help out the channel by liking this video and sharing it with anyone you think might benefit from it. If you want to see more content, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when new videos come out. I'll see you in the next one.